Acrylic paints, known for their quick-drying nature and versatility, have revolutionized the world of art. Born from a blend of vibrant pigments and a synthetic polymer emulsion, these paints have brought a new dimension to artistic expression. Their quick drying time has become a boon for artists, providing the opportunity for rapid layering and fearless experimentation. Acrylics are not confined to a single style or technique, but rather, they invite a spectrum of possibilities. Their fluidity allows them to be used in thin washes, mimicking the delicacy of watercolours. Yet, they can also be applied thickly, emulating the rich texture of oil paints. This dual nature has made acrylic paints a favourite among contemporary artists. Their flexibility, combined with their fast-drying time, offers a playground of potential for artistic innovation. With acrylics, the possibilities are truly endless. Now let's dive into the process of creating a piece of art with these magical paints. Every masterpiece starts with a blank canvas. Preparing your canvas correctly is crucial for the success of your acrylic painting. So let's dive into it. Canvas comes in various types, but for acrylic painting, a cotton or linen canvas is ideal. These are durable and have a good texture for paint to adhere to. But before you start painting, you need to prime it with a substance called gesso. Gesso prevents the canvas from soaking up too much paint, allowing the colors to stand out more vibrantly. Applying gesso is simple. With a large brush, paint a thin layer of gesso onto the canvas, then leave it to dry. For a smoother finish, you might want to sand it lightly with fine grit sandpaper, then apply another layer of gesso. Repeat this process until the canvas is as smooth as you'd like. Remember, a well-prepared canvas can make the difference between a good painting and a great one. Now that your canvas is well prepared, you're ready to start painting. Now comes the exciting part, creating your masterpiece with acrylic paints. First, you'll want to start with a sketch. This doesn't have to be a detailed masterpiece in itself, just a rough guide of where you want your elements to be on the canvas. A soft graphite pencil would do the trick, allowing you to easily erase or paint over any lines that aren't quite right. Next, it's time to choose your brushes. There's no one-size-fits-all answer here. The brush you choose depends on the effect you're trying to achieve. A flat brush, for example, is great for bold, sweeping strokes, while a round brush is perfect for finer details. Don't be afraid to experiment with different brushes to see what works best for your style. Once you have your sketch and brushes ready, it's time to start layering colors. Acrylics are known for their quick drying time, which allows for rapid layering. Start with your darkest shades and gradually build up to your lighter colors. This creates depth and dimension in your painting. Now let's talk about blending. This is where the magic really happens. By blending colors, you can create a seamless transition from one shade to another, giving your painting a more realistic look. The key here is to work quickly before the paint dries. Use a clean, damp brush to gently blend the edges of your colors together. Creating texture with acrylics is another fun technique to explore. By applying the paint thickly, you can create a three-dimensional effect on your canvas. You can use a palette knife, a brush, or even your fingers to dab, scrape, or swirl the paint onto the canvas. Remember, patience and practice are key when working with acrylics. Don't be afraid to experiment and make mistakes. That's part of the artistic process. After all, every stroke, every blend, every texture contributes to the uniqueness of your masterpiece. Each piece is a reflection of you and your artistic journey. So go forth, create, and let your acrylic paints tell your story. Let's recap the key points we've covered about acrylic painting. Acrylics, a modern medium, use pigments mixed with a synthetic polymer emulsion. What sets them apart is their quick-drying nature, which allows for rapid layering and experimentation. You can use them in thin washes similar to watercolours, or apply them thickly like oil paints. Moving on to canvas preparation, a crucial step often overlooked. Remember to prime your canvas with a layer of gesso. It creates a smooth surface, ensuring your acrylics spread evenly and adhere properly. Then, creating your masterpiece is all about layering and blending. Start with broad strokes for the background and work your way to the details. Don't fret about mistakes. The beauty of acrylics lies in their flexibility. You can easily paint over any area without disturbing the layers beneath. With these tips in mind, you're well on your way to creating stunning acrylic artworks. Happy painting!